prop firm challenges because I get a lot of people asking me, right? A lot of people asking me like do you trade with prop firms and all that? And most often I say to them I trade with personal capital, which I find better. But anyways, in this video I'm going to be proving also that it is possible to do this, and it is possible to get results, and it is possible to also trade with the same strategy on prop firm. So okay, we got it. So today we just got in one trade, right? Euro USD. Though I wanted to get in crude oil with this beautiful double formation, but unfortunately I couldn't get the entry that I desired. Therefore, I did not enter because I didn't get there in time, right? Get level one, level two, and we are going to one, level two, level three, maybe some extension, some sort of extension of level three right now. This is what we are seeing currently. So, right. This is our first setup on the ftmo account. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll be sharing you the progress. As you can see already, not passing, not passing. Our profit target is 500, maximum loss is 1,000, and maximum daily loss is 500. So I'm going to be showing you guys how we can pass this prop firm challenge in a matter of a couple days. It's only unfortunately that today is already Thursday, so which means we only have tomorrow Friday. So which means high chances if we don't pass it this week, we are going to be passing the challenge next week. Given that if it was the beginning of the week, high chances we could have done within a matter of what, 3-4 days. Yeah, we could have passed the whole challenge. So let us see. I'm going to be updating you, and yeah, I'm just going to be making this one video, but with different trades from different days. So I'll be just updating you guys. And as you can see, that status active started on 2 January and in 15 January 2025. Account type, this is just so I got the 10K one, the swing type. So let us see how we can do this. Okay. And I'm glad for all those who have been using my system already. I'm glad you guys have been benefiting. There's been a lot of amazing results. Some clients have made already 20%, some 25%, some they almost targeting 50% now of their initial capital, which is great in a conservative way. And yeah, I'm just happy, and I'm thankful to all those who are trusting in my system and believing in what I've got to offer. For all those who are new to the channel, please subscribe, as my goal is to grow our community. Therefore, your subscription would mean a big deal for me, honestly. So yeah, if you can subscribe, drop a like, and if you can share with friends, I'd really appreciate that. So yeah, that's about it. I'm going to be updating you guys. Okay. So, a couple updates on the trade that we took during the morning time. Obviously, as I mentioned, we did take a sell trade right over here on Euro USD, and our TP was somewhere over this side, which was somewhere around about 37 pips, and our stop loss was about 18, 19 pips. Let's just round that and put on 20, right? So this was the trade that we took on Euro USD today on the Prop Firm Challenge account. Okay, so as you can see, today's profit is about $87. We are using proper risk management, therefore our positions will be risking 0.50%, which is like less than 1%, right? That's why I had to calculate and use proper risk management, and I use 0.25 lots for this specific trade that we entered. So okay, so I'll be updating you guys on its performance. Over then we are going to be executing the more trades, and let's see how we are going to be performing on this specific account, guys. So okay, guys, catch you guys probably tomorrow. I hope that the markets will give us yes, there's no NFP today. Usually it's the first Friday of the month, but since there's no NFP today, I think we should be expecting NFP on the next one. But at 10 a.m. we do have the USD ISM manufacturer PMI, right? Okay, so it's great. Since we don't have NFU, today what we are going to be doing is continuing on our FTMO challenge. Um, I'm going to be highlighting where we stopped yesterday and where we are going to be continuing today. Obviously, yesterday we opened one trade, 0.25. We made about $87 in profit. And our target is at least, we should be making at least 500, right? Which is our target. And our maximum loss is 1,000. So we're still really down, which is good. Minimum trading days, 2. So I'm pretty sure if we find the minimum trading days, which is going to be 2, which is the easy part, then we are left with the profit target as well. So, okay, first of all, let us now dive into the charts. Good things we don't really have any high impact news aside from the one that's coming at 10 a.m. today. That's a high impact one. Uh, so we should look out for that. It's 10 a.m. New York time, so it's probably for later on. All right, so where we are right now in the market, as we can see, yesterday we took a sell from this point until here, which now looking at the chart, there's this sense of like regret, like why did I exit here? Because I exited the trade here and that was enough. If I had exited somewhere here, it would have made like 200 or 300, something like that, or even more. But it's part of the business. You got to stick to your plan because the probability here, let's just say this is not here. We don't know. This could be a W and reverse and whatever. So in the long term, we cannot be regretting about where we exit our trades. That's not a much of a healthy mindset. We have to stick to our plan, even if we are taking 30 pips, you're taking 40, if you're taking 100 pips, whatever it is, just stick to your plan. If it goes 150, if it goes 200, that's up to them, right? Because you don't know what's going to happen. So in the long term, you have to have a strict way of attacking the market and a strict plan, especially for the year 2025. I feel like we have to set some boundaries and rules, and we really have to adhere to whatever principles we place when it comes to trading, right? Right. So, okay, so as we can see on Euro USD, from my personal point of view, obviously we had our peak formation high, but one thing that's a bit confusing here on Euro USD is this. We do have we do have this whole level here, but also we have one drop, level one drop, level two, then third drop, making it level three. So at the same time, this level here could also just be one, right? All of this here could be boxed in as one. All of these, then we could say one, and we could say two as well. So the probabilities are out here at two. This is why like level counting can be complicated at times because you now have to have two probabilities. So in scenarios like this, the best thing is to wait and see where price is going to give us an entry. Like at this point, as we can see, price is giving us the higher side, and we are about to open the London session right now. Currently, it's 3:35 New York time. So what I would like to see at this point is I actually like how it is over here. Uh, I think that if price closes somewhere below this area here, because as you can see, we also inside the box, right? We also inside the box. I like this. We could take sell side, having our profit target, which is somewhere around here. And if we take this same position right now, I think that our stop loss would be somewhere around 14, 18, 12 pips, perhaps. Yeah, 18 pips, perhaps. And since we now about to open the London, I think the best thing we could do is wait for the London session to open, which is opening just in a couple minutes. Then we see all the fake moves because they have a tendency of making a lot of fake moves on the session ending, right? Also, let me just, I think I need to adjust the timing a little bit. Lord, I already got a timing that I set up yesterday. It's important for you to always check if your timing is in place. 3:35, you okay? Yes, it is in place. This is the gap time, as you can see. Let us see. Yeah, perhaps you could take a sell right at this point over here. Let's see how this candle is going to close, and then We only react to whatever the market shows us. But I would like to see more item, more validations. But at this point, this could just be like, I guess this is just what, 40 pips. More validation, but at this point, this could just be like one of those, like with that we have M, then we have A going down, right? And we have W, V, V, M, so whatever. So this could be A1, this could be A2. So which means we might not see a second leg on this point here. Sometimes they do give us, but in most cases, we like to take this off of the high and go to the downside. So in this specific trade, you take a sell over here. Um, you place the high somewhere over here. And the TP somewhere over here. Okay. I think this would be good. Let us and think I want to see how this pair is going to perform around this specific level over here and how it's going to close in a couple minutes. Yeah, this is what I'd like to see now before we can enter this trade. Then we have crude oil. Crude oil, we were supposed to end up by here, given that we had a beautiful W yesterday. Currently, still consolidating. So I'm not seeing much of a setup on crude oil. Also, given that it's Friday, usually I don't trade much on Fridays. I check them out, but since we are trying to pass this challenge as well, let's see if the price can give us a good setup. 1, 2, 3, and we have an extra level down here. Let us see how price is going to be behaving on this specific level. Yeah. This is GBP USD, by the way, as you can see up there. Keeping track of everything and making sure we're only executing on the high paying trades. And also we'll be using proper risk management because there's always a probability that price might not behave the way we expect it to. Even if our validations are there, we still have to be cautious, given that we cannot be 100% sure. Okay, so apparently we have something like 5 minutes to go for it to be 3:45 for this candle to close. And let's see where our entry will be and how many pips as well, so that we can keep track. Obviously, we're going to be going with a very, very low risk. In each trade, we are risking 0.25% of our account. However, our last trade was actually, yeah, we entered sell here. Our last trade was actually paying, so I think we're going to be increasing the lot size a little bit to maybe, yeah, maybe 30 cents, you know? Yeah, 0.30 cents. That's why we're going to be increasing our lot size. So now we are going to calculate a little bit and we see how many pips our stop will be up here. So it's about 15 pips. So what we're gonna need to do is position size calculator. USD. Our count size is 10,087. Risk reward ratio 0.50 cent. Stop loss pips is 15. Trade size, okay. Oh, 34 lots, which means we used actually less than we're supposed to use. So I'm going to be um to be adding another maybe 3 cents or so. But I'm only gonna add it when the trade starts to move in our favor. Yeah, because currently we just entered. The trade could still wanna come here, do the second leg of M or whatever, something of that sort. So as soon as price starts moving down, if we start moving in our favor, then that's when we are going to be adding the other like 4 or 5 cents lot to complete exactly the amount we need. So yeah, this is why it's so important sticking to your plan. And yeah, let's see how we can finish up this challenge and all. Yeah, average loss 0. So apparently, as you can see, I like how it shows everything here. First trade, 1 hour, 3 minutes. We hit this. Okay, moving. So as we can see right here currently, let me just change these colors a little bit for you guys. Okay. Okay, so as we can see right here, we had our peak formation low, which is like our multi-station W over here. So we had 1 week of rise, 1, 2, 3. We had 2 weeks of rise, and we had 3 weeks of rise. So now we started off this week by dropping. So right around this point, currently from my point of view, there are two probabilities, right? Probability number one would be price coming down here, rejecting and going up, right? And this would be considered as a multi-session W. And at the same time, we would also consider this a reset. Because obviously, if you look at the bigger picture, you have level 1, level 2, and level 3. So we would also consider this as a reset. Uh, right. So we got to see what the US dollar is going to do here. And then by extension, um, because if the US dollar rejects and starts going up, this means that the euro is going to continue dropping. So by extension, our next move will be looking at the euro, right? Okay. Our next move will be looking at the euro. So when we also come to the euro, and we can see, let me just go to the H4. I need to clear my chart a little bit. You can see that the euro had been dropping for 3 weeks as well. We had our peak formation high. We had first week of drop, 1, 2, 3 levels. We had our second week of drop, consolidate, and we have our 3 weeks, third week of drop, which is over here. So now, which is the same, we have two probabilities. You have two probabilities, obviously. Um, obviously this right here could also be a reset. Then we continue to the downside, somewhere over here. Normally, I would actually want it to be a reset, and I want it to be a reset because this would be good, given that if you can tell, if you can see over here, price came all the way up here. So they rejected, and now we are coming out of the Asian, and you see like in 3 bursts, they're going to the upside, right? And they've already taken out the ADR high, and we also have the daily high. So if we were to mark, we would say that this is a strong area somewhere over here because we have yesterday highs, we have ADR, we have also price breaking through the Asian session to the high side. We could say that this is a fake move. So I actually would be very much interested in taking a sell from this point, at least to here, or it could be to here. But yeah, at this point, I would be very much interested in taking a sell on a Euro USD, right? From this point onwards. But obviously, I still gotta wait for the proper entry. Let's see what price is going to do at this point, and then we only react to what price shows us, right? yeah, let's see which kind of rejection is going to give us at this point, and then perhaps we can enter a sell on Euro USD today. And okay, another point of view from my side is that that GBP USD. Apologies. Um, let's see. We also had three levels of drop. Let me just do this. We had one, we had two, we had three. Right, three levels of drop, and it's also playing somewhere around this area over here. Let me just box it in. Even though on GBP USD it's not as clear as on Euro USD, but at the same time, I also like the fact that it has broken above our yesterday's high, right? Over here. Gave us the first leg, came down. Um, and now out here, we have to wait and see because we have the 80 at a high. Let's see if price is going to reject this area. And if it rejects also, we would be looking to sell GBP USD as well. So we need to be patient always and wait for proper confirmation. Let me just save this. We always wait for proper confirmation and we only execute based on what the market shows us. So most often I don't like to end up analyzing a lot of pairs, especially if I know that I have found a pair that has a potential of giving me the setup I want. I don't like to go over the charts and continue to look for different pairs. That's when you end up confusing things and you end up taking the wrong trades and identifying the wrong setups. On this specific pair here, I can tell that this is another level. This is why I moved it right away because I could actually identify the level that we are in right now. So only stick to what you can see. Don't force yourself on the market. Don't force your beliefs and your ideas on the market. Just let it show you the setup and then you only react to that. Because even at this point, as you can see, I'm also starting to like this setup on EuroCAD because of the simple fact that I can clearly see, right? And I can easily mark my levels. So only stick to what you can see. And if you don't find something, you don't have to trade every single day. That's when you end up forcing your way in and you get sidetracked and you end up like, instead of improving, you end up beating yourself up because you're definitely gonna item, you're definitely gonna take the wrong trade. And after taking the wrong trade, obviously mess up with your capital. And then you start beating yourself up over one trade. Do not let one trade define you as a trader, whether it's a win or it's a loss. Don't let it define you as a trader. Okay. So first of all, I also like how this page is displaying. I actually really like it, so I'm just gonna put it over here. Also, aside from these three pairs. So today I'm looking at GBP Euro USD, and EuroCAD. So from my personal point of view, I actually like how EuroCAD is behaving. I just need some sort of confirmation from it because obviously we have our first leg. They're giving us a second leg at the beginning of. Let's see if this is going to reject and calm down a little bit so that we can enter this specific trade maybe somewhere from this point, over here. And we would be looking to the downside. Maybe we could target the ADR low, or even better, we could target the day low. And for those who like to hold, you could target until the low of, I think this was last week's low. Yeah, you could also target that, which is like over 146 pips in profit, right? So, um, this is my point of view on these pairs. So you guys, I'm not saying that's exactly what's gonna happen. You guys just have to analyze as well and just use this as this is my point of view. As I mentioned, just use this as an extra confirmation. If it's within your analysis as well and you believe and you are confident in it, you can also take this trade and benefit from it as well. So yeah, okay, so whilst we wait for these setups to present themselves as well, I'm gonna be diving a little bit. Okay, I like to put, okay, so here are the two probabilities. Price could still go up here and go down, or it could reject over here, making the perfect M over here and going to the downside, which I would actually love. Then we would be taking this trade as well because we're also taking on a FTMO challenge. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be enlightening you guys on that specific one. And soon enough, I'll definitely drop the video as well as soon as I'm done with the challenge as well. So, okay, what's up, team? It's the 8th of January, and we're back in the markets again. So we're going to be continuing our FTMO challenge, and I'm going to be showing you after the trades I took yesterday on Euro USD and on Euro CAD, and we have finally completed the challenge, and we just have to wait for, I think it's 15 days for the thing to come through, right, for the certificate. Anyways, I just wanted to portray for you guys and show you guys that you can do this as easily as you can if you stick to your plan and if you only be very picky about the trades that you are going to be taking. So first of all, we are going to be looking at the trade which we analyzed yesterday, which was this one on USD. You entered somewhere around here, which was a great entry, no drawdown at all. Price ended up shooting straight to the downside. We closed it somewhere around this area over here, which was good enough for us to get our 5% of the account. Plus, we already had some drawdown from a couple trades that I took. So it covered that, plus it covered us to be able to qualify for the whole challenge as well. And also, if you take a look as well at EuroCAD, we did take clear entry somewhere around this area as well. And we had a nice job, only a little setback when it came back up here, but I knew that price was supposed to drop big, so I kept holding it. As you could see, our TP was at this area here as we placed yesterday. Um, it is possible, guys, to do this thing. It is possible to get these challenges. The only reason why I made this was to prove, because I've been asked countless times, do you trade with a prop firm or do you trade with personal capital? And I always say I trade with personal capital because I don't really like all these restrictions most of the time. And let's be honest with each other, they set all these rules for you to fail, right? But anyways, prop firm is something that's helping a lot of people, and that I'm also considering just having an account or two, right, of the big ones. But this one, the reason why I ended up picking the 10K one is because most of you guys, when you're starting up, you won't start with the 200K or the 100K one. You start with the smallest one, which is why I ended up, okay, I'm gonna make something that's good for all of those who are starting, which is the 10K one, which is the easier one as well. Um, they're all the same, given that the percentage is the same that you need to acquire and the rules are the same. But yeah, for a 10K one, I had to be a bit more specific to help you guys the best. So okay, we ended up taking a sale over here until here we booked, I think that was somewhere around 62 pips or so on EuroCAD. So now we're gonna go to our account metrics. As you can see, still the same account. We hit the profit target and we exceeded it as well. Now we can go. I want to show you the trades we took on this account. Obviously, we started on the 2nd of January. Now it's the 7th. We completed yesterday, which was the 7th of January. We took a sell on Euro USD. We booked about 87 pips. No, 87 dollars in profit. And then the next day on the 3rd of January, which was a Friday. This is why I don't usually trade on Fridays. We took a couple L's. Then I think we were left with something like $25 in profit. And then on the 6th of January, I happened to break my trading plan by not setting a stop loss in place. This is why it's always important, guys, to always set a stop loss in place. I was supposed to lose maybe 25, 30, 40, or 50 perhaps. Yeah, 50. I was supposed to lose 50 on this certain trade over here. But I was like, okay, if it goes there, I'm just going to close this because I was on the chart. But at the same time, I misjudged because what happened is it was a Monday, and it was a day where we didn't have any news, right? So it's like, what's the worst that can happen, right? So price had immediately shot up to the upside, even though we didn't have any news. Euro was moving in a crazy way. I can't lie to you guys. Then yesterday we ended up taking some trades in the morning. Took some trades for Euro CAD. Some trade for Euro CAD. We booked 105, 104. And the third one, I ended up adding positions as the trades kept moving. And we also took some trades on Euro USD, booked 180, 191, and 56. And with that, we managed to milk on the market and compound, and we managed to finish everything, right? Right. Uh-huh. Let us go now to As you can see, our average loss on this account was about $78. Win rate 70%. I think we can do a bit better. But 70% is good if you have a good trading plan and a good risk reward, right? Number of trades. We took 10 trades, which means out of 10, we won seven. If we were to calculate in that way, we would say we won seven and we lost like 10, three others, sorry. We won seven and we lost three others. Average profit, which is 109. Here we got the dates that we completed, which was yesterday. We took about six trades because we found them highly paying setups. So everything is passed, profit targets. We have 4 days, maximum daily loss. We lost about 174. Max loss, which is 1,000, we lost about 205, and then profit target 5.30%, which is 530, right? So right now the next thing is we just have to wait on the whole setup and everything, right? So this is about it, guys. I'll be updating you guys on the whole thing and showing you guys how you can go about this.